Well, hey. Ugh. Hold up. I gotta get my lights fixed here. Fix up my shit. There we go. We're getting there. All right. Hey, how are y'all doing tonight? Oh, God. Sitting on my shit. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. There we are. I think I have camouflaged all the illusion behind me. And I'm going to move on to the live chat here. And yeah, we're going to see what's going on. So, hey. Oh, hey, Carol Jean. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. All right, y'all. It's February 21st, 2024. We are already blasting through February, and I can't believe it. I don't know how often I have to say it, but I just can't believe it every time. Literally cannot believe it. I've missed you too, Carol Jean. I hope you've been doing all right. I know you've had some things going on, and I hope that's all like smoothed out and you're in a new groove. It's all we can hope for, right? In the new year, that we get into our groove. So, anyway, welcome to the OraCola. I'm Marcy Cola, coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas on February 21st, 2024. Wow. 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 I'm going to be here for about another hour reading the oracles as they're channeled through me from the universe. If you have a question or a conundrum or a problem or something bothering you, how this works is you put your question in all caps in the chat, which means you have to be logged into Google so Google can like track your shit. But put your question in all caps because I'm old and blind and this is very difficult for me to see all this with all these lights in my face. I just want y'all to know this is not the easiest thing. In fact, I'm going to move this light here just a little bit because it's kind of bothering me. But yeah, anyway, put it in all caps. And then I got a new thing going on. If you've been watching, you know. We spin the wheel of fortunes to get your oracle selection. So instead of you picking your oracle, we spin the wheel and the universe picks, and then I read the oracle. And this is how it works, at least for now. So it's how it works. All caps in the chat. Make sure you're on the live chat, not the top chat, because sometimes the top chat gets censored. I will spin the wheel. I will interpret the oracle through whatever the universe sends me. And yeah, it's how we do this shit. Welcome to the show. Ooh, we got fuck you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, your power went out. I'm so sorry. You know, this happens to us sometimes too. And anytime it happens, I'm just like, God damn it. I'm in an all electric apartment. I can't do shit. Like, at least when I had gas cooking and a gas hot water heater and a gas, like whatever pump, I could take a shower and cook something. But no, if I'm in all electric, I'm screwed. This is how the man wants us to be, screwed. Sorry. And I'm glad you were enjoying it. And here's the thing. If you're ever enjoying my show live and you get, I don't know, for whatever reason, some natural disaster happens, an earthquake, or even just simple things like your electricity gets cut off. Well, guess what? Usually, almost 100% of the time, it's going to be available on the YouTubes to watch later. So even though you can't put your oracle selection in the chat, you can still watch the show. And honestly, I always got shit to tell and always got tea to spill and always got things to like discuss with y'all. So it's valuable to watch the show, even if you missed it live. Just saying. All right, let's check in. We got fuck you here. We got Lava. Hey, Lava. We got Goog. Hey, Goog. Good to see you. Oh, and Patrick. Okay. Well, whoever is there, under what entity, I don't care. Patrick, Goog, whatever. Y'all live in the same place as far as I know. So probably the same person. I don't know. I've never actually seen the both of y'all together or separate even. So I'm who am I to judge? I could be getting catfish this whole time. And I love me some catfish, but yeah, just saying. P&G is back. Oh my goodness, it's been a while, P&G. Welcome back to the show. We've missed you too. I hope you've been having a good 2024. Yeah, we've had some changes around here since you've been here, so you might be in for a little bit of a surprise. Prance. Oh my goodness, Prance made it. The whole family's in the house. I love it. It's a family reunion. Yes. All right. Well, since all the family's here and y'all know what's going on, we're not going to waste no more time. So I'm going to get to the ritual. And if you have your own ritual, as you know, now is the time to do it. By the way, hopefully my sound is good. I did make sure to go into the settings and make sure that the mic was actually activated. I've been editing video for my 2-minute reels for weeks, and I've been hearing this crackle like I heard when I first went off my computer mic. And I was like, God damn it, I can't believe this new mic is causing this problem. Turns out you can't trust YouTube when it tells you it's feeding in the mic that you select. No, you got to go into your computer settings and make sure that the computer is doing the same thing. I was stupid. I should have checked this much earlier. Apollo's drinking water. Always a good sign, by the way. Probably can't hear it, but it's happening. Anyway, my apologies for the shitty sound for the last, I don't know, 6, 8, 12, however many weeks it's been going on. It's been happening. I've been putting this bitch under here. I've been plugging it into my computer. It's been on. It just ain't been recording because I'm an idiot. And I apologize. I apologize. Hopefully next week the sound will be better, and this week the sound will be even better because I don't even know. I don't even know. Anyway, back to the ritual. If you have your own ritual, please do it now. Apollo's doing his ritual of drinking water, and I'm going to do my ritual of burning the sacred wood. We're going to burn that sacred wood and make sure that we get all that Apollo smell out of the house. Because goddamn, it's been a long winter. Actually, it's been a pretty good winter here in Texas. Fingers crossed. I mean, there's still the outlier chance that we could get some crazy freeze. But I think after we got over the hump of the Valentine's Day, when we had that snowpocalypse a few years ago, I feel like everybody is like breathed a sigh of relief. We're like, okay, we're back in the 80s. We're back in the 80s this week. We don't have to worry about no fucking freeze. I don't have to worry about dragging them plants in no more time. Please, God, I don't want to drag them plants in. They're too big. Yeah. Anyway, burn the sacred wood. Next week, ring the bell. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. And this is just to let the universe know that we're here and we're ready to receive the wisdom that the universe is willing to share. And then, of course, we have our pathogen wand here. This is going to get rid of any negative Nellies that might be man-made or natural. If it will turn on, there it goes. Okay. Going to get this moving around our space and over our body. Just get rid of any pathogens with this light that's supposed to work. I don't know. It was made in China. And then we got our Prospera spray. Hey, I've been using it as kind of a perfume on days when I take a shower and need to go to work. And so it's running out a little bit faster than the old Prospera spray. So hopefully we'll get some prosperity, some good prosperity raining down upon us from this. God, I love the way this smells. I'm such a hippie. I love patchouli. I love it. I fucking love it. I know it's a controversial choice, but I love me some patchouli. And then we got our Florida water that we're going to use to clean and anoint our chakras all the way down, even to the root, and all the way back up. And this is just to make sure that all of our chakras are nice and cleansed and ready to spin wildly for the universe. Okay. We did our ritual. Y'all know what to do next, because otherwise I get to yammer on about bullshit. And by bullshit, I mean whatever random shit I decided to put in the tea kettle, because we're still on shit I love. And there's a lot of little things that I love. I just need to get out my gratitude for these things. So we're just going to work through them throughout the month. Next month, I don't even know. I think we might be going back to regular old tea, but we'll see. We'll see. I might still have some tea on we knocking around in there. So I might need to mix it up. But yeah, we still got things I love in the teapot. So yeah. Now's the time to put your question in the chat. Remember, we got our new Wheel of Fortunes that will choose your oracle for you. So it's very easy. Just put your question in all caps and I will see it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh my goodness. Let me go back up here. Scroll through. We got Carol Jean. Oh, yep. Prance, PNG. Good. Yep. Oh, Patrick is mating curtains. And you decided homework is boring. Yes, of course, homework is always boring. I mean, it's never exciting. That's why it's called homework. If it was exciting, they'd make you do it in class because it make you excited about going to school. No, it's boring shit. Goog has a question. All right. Did my honors professor die as a result of the hiccup advice I gave him? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so sorry your professor passed. I don't know why or how, and I don't know if you cursed him with your advice, but that's heavy. And anytime someone in your circle passes, it's difficult because, they ain't there no more. So I send my condolences to you. Let's see what the Wheel of Fortunes says about you possibly cursing your professor to death. Okay, here we go. We're going to spin the wheel. Spin again. No. Oh, the rhetorical. Okay, this one might be good for a professor. So we're going to get a literary answer here. And you will have to interpret this. You might even have to read the book. I'm not saying you got to. You might be able to do the Cliff's Notes. Do they even have Cliff's Notes anymore? I thought that was changed over to Wikipedia at some point. But yeah, you might need to do some reading to get the full effect of this. But we're going to do a little shuffle of this rhetorical and see what the answer might be. Okay, here we go. And if you're giving advice to people, here's my opinion about advice. Just keep it to yourself. The older I get, the more I realize that people don't want to hear what you have to say about nothing unless they ask you specifically and in private. If it's in a group setting, fucking zip it. If it's just they're talking out their ass and not asking for advice, but maybe hinting at advice, zip it, because they don't want to fucking hear it. They ain't ready. And if they do want to hear it, they'll ask you in private, and it will be a very earnest, please tell me how to handle this. I don't know what to do. And then you always put in the disclaimer of, well, I ain't a therapist, but, or I ain't a counselor, but, or I ain't your whatever, but this is how you get out of the liability for it. I would still be very cautious about giving advice. Not that I don't do a show that's all about giving advice. But I feel like it's different because I'm channeling it from the universe, and it's like I'm a third party in this whole pitch. So here we go. Liturgical for your dead professor. Rest in peace. Okay. Here we go. What do we got? Oh. Golding Brand. I don't even know what this is. This is a literary oracle I'm not familiar with. Hold up. Okay, well, this is some kind of thing that I don't understand. It must be a literary source of some kind, but I'm not familiar. It's also the Five of Clubs. So if you club them to death, or if you was in a club that they was a part of, well, that could be a clue too. But yeah, there you go. There's your answer. I'm so sorry. Rest in peace. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yes, you're right. The Wheel of Fortunes, PNG. It's the Wheel of Fortunes with an S because we don't want a copyright strike. But yeah, we got a wheel over the last few weeks, and it has become the way that we choose the oracles. Instead of you choosing, the universe chooses, and it's a lot more fun. So yeah. All right. Let me check in with the chat, make sure I didn't miss any questions. All right. So we got the professor death. And then, all right. Everybody's caught up. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Well, it's 9:19. I was just like 2 minutes late. So we're going to be here for, a little bit more time. If you got a question, please drop it in the chat. Otherwise, it's going to be a real long ass boring show. Because I don't know how much I got in me today. I woke up. It's one of those mornings when I woke up and you're like, it's got to be early in the morning because I'm usually waking up early in the morning, like 3, 4 in the morning. That's usually when I wake up for the first time. And then I kind of like fight with sleep for the next 2, 3 hours. So I got to get up and go to my job. This morning when I woke up and I thought it was 3 or 4, it's actually 6. It was closer to the time I actually needed to wake up. So I'm a little bit discombobulated. Time is a little bit weird for me today. So yeah, I don't know that I can channel the things myself that require sustainability on this live stream. So y'all might need to pitch in a little bit by putting some questions in the chat. Just saying. I didn't get the quality sleep I wanted. I got some sleep, but I didn't feel rested when I woke up. You ever like sleep and you're like, man, I was asleep for a while, but I don't feel rested. I feel like that might be the sleep apnea, or you've been like astral traveling in some difficult terrain and you just forgot your hiking boots and it's been like rough. Either one. It's one or the other. Okay. Carol Jean. Oh, I need something for energy. Okay, so Carol Jean needs an energy question. P&G has a tarot question for the sister's birthday. Okay. All right. We got 2. All right. Well, let's do the in the order they was received. We will do the tarot for P&G, for one for you, one for the sister, and so 3 in a row. My goodness, you got 3. All right, we're going to do 3 quick and dirty tarots. We're going to do a 1, 2, 3, slappity, slappity, slap down on the table for all y'all, because I don't even know. That's a lot. It's a lot. I don't mind, though. I don't mind. I'm up to the challenge. And then we'll get to Carol Jean after that for energy. Here we go. All right. So, first card coming out for tarot. And this one, I believe, is for, what did it say? For you. It's for you, PNG. You ready? Oh, the sun. Get out and get some sun. Good things are coming to you. Yes. The sun is your card. And I feel like this means you might be in a good place or you might be coming up on a good place. Not 100% what's going on with you, but the sun is the answer for you. Now, let's see what the sister birthday has. Let's see. What is this card? Ooh, the Fool. Ooh, a new journey. So, sister's going to be embarking on something new. Maybe a new hobby, maybe a new interest, maybe a new book, even. Whatever it is, this is a new journey. So, the birthday is a great time to start a new thing. And it's always a good idea to just go into it and not be like bogged down by all the bullshit. Like, what do I need to pack? What do I need to study first? Like, no, just go get on the journey and the rest will come to you. You can always buy shampoo at your location unless you're going to some weird place. You can always get the shampoo there. Just think about it like that. All right, now for the niece. All right, here we go. And the niece gets justice. All right, so there's going to be some kind of reckoning, but it's okay because it's all going to work out. It needs to come into balance for the niece. So maybe there's one area of the niece's life that's kind of like overworked and they've neglected the other part. Or maybe they just been like wronged in some way and they're going to get some like justice coming to them. Lots of ways to interpret this. This is just a quick and dirty. Hope it works. And you know what? You got the Google. You can look this shit up yourself. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to Carol Jean, who had a question. I need something for energy. Now remember, PNG, next time you ask a question, we ain't going to do the tarot. We're just going to like spin the wheel. This is an old one for you because you're back after a long time and we missed you. So for Carol Jean, though, we get to spin the wheel. And let's do this. Spin again. No, we don't want to spin again. Okay, here we go. Not again. Okay. Here's where I'm being like question my like stability here. Okay, we're going to do this. Tarot. Okay, we got a tarot. I'm still working on this, like trying to spin this wheel when it's not on an actual like flat surface. So this is the thing we're working on, but we're trying it. Spin again is not a bit. Y'all saw every time I've done it is actually legit. It's happened. So, okay. Here we go. For Carol Jean. How many spin agains are there? Just one. There's just one spin again. There's also an OraCola's choice. And those are the only two wild cards. The rest are actual legit oracles that are on the table right in front of me. Not all the oracles, because some of them have been retired, remember. But yeah, all the current oracles are on the wheel. And if you took a screenshot of that shit, you would know that I was not lying. I would not lie about that. Why would I? Okay, here we go. Carol Jean for energy tarot says, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. How funny. So the universe has a sense of humor. But really what I'm thinking is you need to like turn over a new leaf. You need to change up something in your routine. Something needs to like shift in what you're doing in your daily life, because otherwise you ain't going to have the energy. You're kind of bogged down into the same old, and maybe the same old serving you in some ways, but it ain't going to serve you in getting your goose up to like exciting new adventures. So yeah, if you need some energy, you might need to shake it up a little bit And yeah, spin the wheel of fortune. Mm, and turn into a new dimension. Just turn it, make a little turn into a new neighborhood, like explore a new neighborhood, that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. Fuck you as a question. Am I doing the right thing? Well, who knows? But the Wheel of Fortunes will probably tell you something. What does it say? Oh, OraCola's choice. What? It's the first time we ever got that. So here's my choice. If you think you're doing the right thing, which one did I choose? We're going to go for a crystal because you know what? I love rocks. Shiny rocks are my thing. And I can't ever get enough of shiny rocks. So if there's any reason why you need to get out in the world and find a shiny rock, this will be it. I don't know if rocks are your thing, but we're going to find out. Okay. Are you doing the right thing? Here's what the rocks say. Bloodstone, get up, get moving. Well, yeah, you are going to be doing the right thing as long as you get off your ass. So maybe you're being lazy. Maybe this means that you need to like start moving, getting up, getting out, getting down, getting your blood flowing, right? This is the bloodstone. So get that blood moving. Maybe start some new exercise. I don't know, take up kettlebells or some shit. I don't know what's trendy. I know you work on roofs, so maybe you need to do some yoga, stretch, because you got like all these repetitive motions you're doing and crouching down and all that. Maybe you need to try something different. But the bloodstone is your answer. Get that blood moving. Okay. Googaloo, did the church potato make Patrick sick? Oh my goodness. Nobody likes church food poisoning. That's the worst. If you go to church to a potluck, I'm just going to say right here, there is a decent chance you can get some kind of food poisoning from the food. Now, I ain't saying that your churchgoers are nasty people. They could be, but usually it's because the preacher went on way too long and that shit sat out on the counter way too long, or the refrigerator in the reception hall was overloaded with stuff that was also lukewarm, and then the temperature went up and nobody knew. Like, there's a whole lot of ways it can go wrong with the church thing. But let's see what the Wheel of Fortunes has to contribute to this. Okay, here we go. Crystal. Oh, a crystal. Another crystal. All right. Crystal's coming out. All right. Here we go. The potato. Was it the thing that made Patrick sick? We don't know. We're going to find out. Ooh, epidote. Go deeper. So maybe it wasn't the potato. It was something else. Maybe a different root vegetable that grows deeper than potatoes, or perhaps a different thing that wasn't part of the meal. Like maybe it was a conversation with somebody. I feel like energetics are just as contagious as pathogens when it comes to like making you sick. I really believe this. I think that you can have conversation with a person that's so toxic that you come home and you process it in your body and it makes you sick. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but I just think that that is part of the conversation that we are not having. Energy is important. Energy matters. People's energy is everything. Everything. Like the vibes you get off your friends, the vibes you get off your coworkers, the vibes you get off the strangers at the fucking store, like those matter. And I think we've been taught in our Western culture to ignore that shit. No, we don't need to ignore that shit. We should be paying attention to that shit. That's important. It could be life or death. I ain't saying it is in every situation, but it could be. And if you don't have no practice with them skills, how do you know to run or not? How do you know? Anyway, okay. Back to what we got. Prince, am I doing the right thing? Okay. This is a good question for everybody. We never know. We're always curious. Are we doing the right thing? Spin again. It's not a bit. It's happening. Okay. Oh, the rhetorical. Okay. Well, this might require you to do some extra reading. And if you don't want to order it off Amazon, you can probably find it at your library. But let's see what happens. Yeah. Rhetorical. Am I doing the right thing? I tell you what, I just shuffled that cards right. I just did that whole thing perfect. I was struggling at the top of the show. I ain't gonna lie. But I got it together now. Okay. Here we go. Prance. Ooh, we got Hamlet. Ooh, Hamlet. Well, Hamlet is a morality tale for the ages. This is the 9 of hearts, by the way. So you can look up nines, you can look up hearts. But yeah, Hamlet did not do the right thing. And it was pretty obvious he wasn't doing the right thing because he was following his emotions instead of his mind. Like he was going off his like, he had a lot of childhood trauma, basically. And he was not processing it well. And but when he was confronted with all this shit, he made bad decisions just because he was like going off of his emotions. Well, you can't go off your emotions all the time. Sometimes you got to be rational. I mean, your emotions should be part of your decision making process. Yes. However, a lot of times they are not wise counselors because they have other influences that come from your past, that from your all kinds of shit. So yeah, Hamlet. Maybe you should read it. It ain't that long. I mean, sure, you can find the Cliff's Notes version, aka the Wikipedia version. Get the plot points, and then maybe extrapolate some things from there. But Hamlet, don't act unwisely. Okay. Let's see. I missed out on some chat up here. I want to do some reconnaissance. Okay. Oh no, you loaded it up with plenty of carcinogenic butter substitute. You know what? Sometimes that stuff just ain't going to kill the bacteria or whatever it is. And sometimes things can make you sick not because they're pathogens, but because they don't agree with you. Maybe it was the butter substitute that did it. Did you think about that? Yeah. You're welcome, Prance. Okay. Well, it is 9:36, and I ain't done no tea. I feel thirsty for some tea. Are y'all thirsty? Let's do some tea. Remember, we're doing little things that I love. Don't pay attention to how dirty this teapot is. This is a little thing that I love. Here we go. Oh God, I can't even reach it. Survey says tea. Y'all, here's the thing. This ain't a joke. I love tea. I have always loved tea. And it ain't just because I'm a Southern woman. I drink it hot too. And I ain't got no connection to British or any kind of thing, like maybe ancestors 100 years ago or whatever. But as far as like me loving tea goes, I love tea. I love tea so much. My teeth are yellow on the backside. They're like stained brown because I love tea that much. I have always loved tea, and I love it more than coffee. I know that's sacrilege to some of y'all, but I do. I love that there's so many kinds of tea. I love that I like the black kind. I like black tea. But I also enjoy occasionally other flavors. I love some oolong occasionally. I love some green occasionally. I love some herbal, which is not actually tea because it ain't tea. It ain't Camilla sinensis, but uh, we call it tea colloquially. I will even indulge in that occasionally. A little hibiscus, a ginger. But mostly, it's comforting. Tea is comfort to me. Tea is the first thing I ever learned how to make, like as a child, like because we drank so much of it growing up. I knew how to make sweet tea before I had to like stand on a thing to get to the stove to boil the stuff. That's how little I was when I learned how. I think tea and instant grits. Those are my two like first cooking things that I did. Instant grits is not cooking, it's just boiling water. But tea is also just boiling water. But you got to steep it and then you got to like dilute it. So there's extra steps. Tea, I love tea so much. And I would be unhappy if I didn't have tea. If I didn't have the option to have tea, like this would ruin my day. It might ruin my life. No, it wouldn't ruin my life. I could probably like learn to get without it, but it would be unfortunate. It'd be like if life without ice or baby wipes. You're just like kind of floating through it, just like knowing there's better shit and you ain't got it. So yeah, I love me some tea. I love it so much. And I hope that if you were not a tea lover, you at least learn to appreciate it. I learned to drink beer because at first I didn't like beer. And I was like, you know what? There's something here. And I learned to appreciate it. And now I'm all about the double IPAs. I went from one spectrum into the spectrum way to the other end, stopping at some Belgians on the way. Like I did the whole gamut of the beer. Done the same thing with tea. I have tried every kind you could think about. And the ones I don't like, I still love because it's tea. And I can't hate on tea. Tea is what I live for. Tea is what gets me up in the morning. I'm all about the tea. Anyway, if you don't like tea, well, sorry. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I can say, well, you can try to like it, but I ain't gonna like dictate your life. Okay. Well, we did that whole thing. You can keep re-steeping oolong all day. It's like a different, of course it is, because it's leached out all the good shit the first couple of times. I know about tea. I may sound stupid. I may be dumb looking, but I know about the tea. I know about the temperatures you got to steep it at, and the times you got to steep it at, the proper whole thing about all of it. I have studied this. This has become a part of me. And it ain't just because I worked at that tea shop. No, I did learn some things there, but I also learned some things on my own because I'm a person that likes to educate myself. So yeah, tea is good. Tea is fun. Tea is tea. No, I did not work at Tea Embassy. I will not tell you where I worked because it was a long time ago and they don't even sell tea no more. So what can I say? All I can say is I got an education. All right, y'all. It is 9:42. I do have a lotto ticket that I will be scratching off. And remember, we've got I think there was $20 of lotto tickets that I started with. We're whittling down. We're down to like the last 3 or 4. I think 3 or 4. We have won so far $13 back. So we have gotten close to making back our investment. Although I did not invest in this, it was sent to me as a gift. So, the investment that somebody made into this $20 worth of dollar lotto tickets has almost paid itself off. We're at 13. But you know what? There's still that $5,000 prize out there that we have not won. And I think y'all can help me manifest it. So if you want to like start manifesting that $5,000, now is a good time to do it. Because I got this ticket and then maybe 2 or 3 more. And that's it. We're done with that whole like batch of shit. And we definitely want to come out ahead. So let's not be losers. Let's come out ahead. Manifest the 5,000. All right. Okay. Does anybody else have a question? I just did some tea. Remember, this is a two-way street. I do something, y'all do something, y'all do something, I do something. That's how it works. Yeah. And if y'all don't have no things, I will just start reading for the collective. And because we got our new little spinner, our Wheel of Fortunes, it could be like a lot of spin agains. Not that that's a bit. It ain't no bit. It's random. But the universe has a sense of humor too. So, all right. Scrolling back up. I don't see anything new. All right. Well, I'm going to take a sip. I'm going to take a long sip and wait for something to show up in the chat. Ugh, nothing showed up. Oh, something did. Good. Yay. What am I drinking? I'm drinking vodka and lemon juice and just like sparkling water and a little bit of bitters because, you know, I love me a Moscow Mule, but that's a lot of sugar and I don't need to have that all the time. So I can just cut a lot of the sugar out and get a similar approximation to the flavor without the ginger. Maybe if I put some ginger root in there, it would work. I don't know. I'm too lazy to try it. But yeah, that's what I'm drinking right now. That's my lazy cocktail. Just throw some lemon or lime in there with vodka and soda water. You're good. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, how to enhance intuition. Oh, well, this is a meaty question. Let's see what the Wheels of Fortune have to say. Let's try to get it level. Okay. Crystal again. Oh my goodness. Crystal is the universe's answer tonight. We have not gotten the crystal oracle very much, so it must be trying to like let itself be shown. Please, universe, don't say meditation. Well, we'll see. We'll see. You can technically meditate with any crystal because if it's small enough, you can hold it in your hand while you're meditating. And then that counts as far as I know. But as far as like owning the crystal, I think having personally owning many, many crystals, which I don't remember all the ones I got because I buy them and then I just put them on my shelf and forget about them and then occasionally dust them off. But I admire them all the time because they're beautiful. I don't always remember exactly what kind of like crystal it is. Who has time for that kind of knowledge? Not me. I don't work at the crystal store. But if you're just like admiring it, I feel like it works the same. However, if you're going to meditate, it helps to have a smaller one because the heavier ones, you know, especially if you're meditating with one over your heart, over your head or something, they start to weigh on you after a while. So get some like palm-sized crystals if you're going to meditate with them. But since you don't want to meditate, that's fine. You just want one to have with you, maybe one to put in your purse. You might want to pick a smaller one. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, that's pretty. Tourmalinized quartz. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. I think that was a Kylie Minogue song. Get out of my way. Something like that. Yeah, so this is how you do intuition. You stop overthinking it. Get out of your way. Intuition is a gut feeling. Intuition is a knowing, a feeling, a sense. And you can practice this pretty easily, I found, with your people that you don't know very well, but you interact with regularly, like coworkers or like acquaintances that you see, once a month or so. You can just like kind of stop talking to them for a minute and then tune into their energy and tune into how they behave and tune into how they speak and watch them with other people, and you can get a lot of information about them about with that, just that stuff, right, without you actually interacting with them. This is intuition. This is when you're like figuring out, oh, this person has got mommy issues, or this person is a psychopath, or this person is really lovely and genuine. I mean, there's all kind of ways you can go with it, but I would say just like step back, don't try so hard, and then let the things kind of bubble up. And when the things bubble up, don't dismiss them. Don't say, no, it ain't true. Just like let it be sitting there with you for a minute. You don't have to like voice it. You can just be like ruminating on it. And maybe, possibly, when you do that, you'll be like, yeah, I think this is right. Boom, intuition. It's just listening to your gut and not like shutting it down. That's how it works. All right. Wheel of Fortune. Well, this is not an oracle. This is just the way to choose the oracles. Whatever, Goog. We'll entertain. I was reading Genesis lately. Okay, reading the Bible. Good. And there was this lady that turned her husband out for a sack of figs. How am I supposed to apply? What? Turned her husband out for a sack of figs? What was he like fucking somebody for the figs? I don't remember this part of Genesis. I must not have been awake during that part of the Bible school. But yeah, I get it. I fucking get it, but I don't remember that part. So I'll just take your word for it. I don't know what the Wheel of Fortune is going to say about it, but let's see. Let's find out. What about this trick turning Genesis hubby? Ooh, the liturgical again. We got some like, I feel like I need to figure out this Wheel of Fortunes. Either it's very, very like direct, it wants you to know certain things, or I'm not holding it the right way. I ain't sure. We'll figure it out. It's a new thing. It's a new thing. Yeah, no, the wife, he got paid in figs, and figs are important and probably symbolic. I bet there's some like symbolism in this story. Interesting that the wife was whoring out the husband. Usually it's the other way around. Usually. Unless the husband is just like hopelessly gay and she's like, God, he just like needs to get fucked. Oh, I guess if I was in the biblical times and I was married to somebody, because they arranged all them things, and they didn't actually get to marry for love. They just was like told, you're going to marry this person, blah blah blah. And then you get together and you find out, well, actually they're gay. They're gay, and I can't get nothing out of it except figs. I would go for the figs. You can at least make fig jelly. Okay. Here we go. Liturgical for the gay biblical person. What is this? Oh, that's just the title card. That's not actually a thing. So we're going to go back again. I forgot to take that out. There's the title card in this here thing. Okay, here we go. Oh, what does it say? Beowulf. Okay, so Beowulf, Grendel. There's a big old monster there, a big ass monster, and yeah, don't pimp your significant other out for figs. Like, this is a bad idea. Eventually, the person supplying the figs is going to come knocking for something that you ain't willing to give up. I mean, it's easy to give up somebody else's pussy. When it comes time to give up your pussy, there could be some problems there. So, yeah, I would say beware. Beware. The figs might be sweet, but the penalty might be really rough. Okay, here we are. It's 9:53. We got a few more minutes left in the show. If you have a question for the Oracle, the OraCola, the universe, the Wheel of Fortunes, however you want to phrase it, put it in all caps in the chat, and I will spin the Wheel of Fortunes and see what the universe has to answer. Otherwise, we're going to scroll back up, make sure we got all the questions. We did. Excellent. I will do a little reading for the collective just because that's what I usually do. I will also do my usual, like, please like, subscribe, and comment and like the show. The comment part, y'all are not good at. I'm sorry. I have said like, y'all are good at liking, but commenting, y'all ain't good at that. So go back to the old like live stream, make a comment. Hey, make a comment on one of the 2-minute reels that I put out. Do that. That's always helpful. Any kind of comments are helpful. Also, send your friends that you think might like this a link. You never know. They might become family members. And we always need more family members because this is a small family. We want to grow. We want to take over the world. Yes. You know, if Elon Musk can have his like 5,000 kids, we can have the OraCola's 5,000 kids. And I don't even have to give birth to them. That's the best part. So, fuck you as a question. Why are we living in a mad, mad, mad world? Hell if I know. Let's see if the universe is going to tell us the answer. Oh, spin again. It's not a bit, I swear. Okay. Oh, what does this say? Magic hate ball. Oh, Karen is getting to answer something. You know she's going to be a bitch about it. All right. Why are we living in a mad, mad world? I don't know if this answer is going to be good, but what does it say? Pretty hazy. Try again. Karen's being direct right now. She's like saying, I am not committal to this answer. We're going to try it again and see if actually we get an answer. Let's see what we got here. Very doubtful. So why are we living in a mad, mad world? Very doubtful. I don't know if that's the answer you saw it, but that's the answer Karen gave you because she doesn't think that we're living in a mad, mad world. She thinks we're living in the best world ever because the whole world is structured around Karen's wants and needs. Let's be honest. Karen has had the best time of her life in the last, 100 years. Karen has had everything at her fingertips. And even though she is like not built to appreciate it, she knows deep, deep, deep down that she is living her best life. Like, how else could she ever have all the opportunities to complain about shit except living in the world we live in now? So, yeah, I feel like Karen is giving you some like, but she knows. She knows. Okay. 9:57, y'all. 9:57. I was going to do a collective reading, so I'll do that real fast before I get to my lotto ticket. Okay, here we go. Are we going to try to be even here? Let's find out. Oh, the rhetorical again. My goodness, that was a run of things that was very, very similar. And I have to say, having the Wheel of Fortunes has taught me that a lot of times when we do this show, certain oracles show up again, again, and again, and again. And it's not because it's rigged, it's because that's what the universe wants to put out there. So we're going to put this out as a collective liturgical. Maybe this is the book club. Y'all need to all read this book before next Wednesday. I ain't saying I ain't going to, I know I ain't going to do it. I'm just going to put it out there. I ain't going to read it. If I already read it, good. But I ain't going to read it fresh. But let's see. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. Ooh, what we got here? Sleepy Hollow. Oh, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Okay, so this is a Halloween tale. The scary thing. This is a wild card too. We got a wild card here. So yeah, it ain't the fall, but we got a flaming gourd, some kind, a pumpkin. It's a jack-o'-lantern. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It's a wild card. So shit might be wild. Things might be a little bit throwback. Things might be a little bit scary. Lots of ways to interpret this. But yeah, the Headless Horseman is coming for you. It ain't rigged, yo. This ain't rigged. Look, y'all, there ain't no weights on the back of this. I want to show y'all. I put this together legit. There ain't no weights. There ain't no way that any one particular thing can be actually weighted over the other. This is just how it works, just how it works. I did put some crystals on the front, but they're very light. So I don't think they throw the weight out of like kilter too much. And these are just Post-it notes, so they don't weigh nothing. I don't know what to tell y'all. The universe has its way with me, and I just do what the universe says. So, shall we get to our lotto ticket? We should do this. All right. Remember, I have $5,000 potentially on this ticket, and we want to make sure that we win this $5,000 because I need it. I need the $5,000 to pay for living. Inflation sucks. My job sucks. It doesn't pay me very much. And I need money. So we're going to scratch this off. Y'all send all your good wishes to it. And let's see what numbers we got. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. I can't even read that. I did not scratch effectively. Okay. These are our numbers. And hopefully we will win something. $5,000. Let's see. Winner, chicken dinner. And the answer is we got 19, and we did not win. Oh, God damn it. We didn't even get close. Like, there was not even a 19 on the board. This is a dud. Womp, womp, womp. Well, y'all, you win some, you lose some, you play again the next day. That's how it goes with the OraCola. I'm so glad y'all hung out with me tonight. Thank you so much. I know it is a chore every night to do the same thing on Wednesday night, and I appreciate y'all showing up for me to hang out with me. I love it. I will keep doing it as long as y'all want me to be here. That's all I'm saying. So I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. I know there's a full moon coming up, so do some kind of ritual, do some kind of shit. And yeah, I will see y'all next time. I love y'all so much. Bye.